All right, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate the support, man. We are growing, and listen, it wouldn't be possible without people coming through, commenting, having conversation. I took the last couple of days off just to kind of rest, and I had some other things going on. Obviously, this is not a full-time thing. Hopefully someday, we can get to a point where I can bring content and that can be my means. But yeah, so I got some interesting topics today to talk about, man. We're going to talk about a few things, but as you can see from the title, I got myself a second LG C2 OLED. Before I get to that point, while we're early in this video, to my homeboy Nike, check it out, bro. You hit me up. This is an LG C9 OLED from 2019, one of my favorite OLEDs of all time. I think this is the most innovative OLED in my personal opinion. You're definitely welcome to have your own opinion. But the question that you hit me with, my friend, was whether or not the Xbox has compatibility with 4K 120 or about cables and things like that. I have my Series X, or not mine, but my children, their Series X and their PlayStation 5 connected directly to this TV, no receiver or anything, using the provided cables. And so just really quick, going down to the TV and display options, you can already see my resolution is set at 4K ultra high definition, and my refresh rate is at 120 Hertz. Going to the details, it's kind of the same thing I covered when I was talking about the game optimizer for the C2. All the details are there, my friend. So there's something going on. Now, you mentioned that you were directly connected, as to tell me that you're not going through the receiver. Even on my 77-inch C1, I don't have anything connected to the receiver. And I know you have a Marantz receiver, not to tell all your business of what you got, but I know what you got. And so if you're going directly through the TV, I'm not sure what the issue is. I've used cables that didn't come with the Xbox, and I still was able to get these features and this functionality. So there's something going on within the mix. I'm here, and I told you, I was like, hey, give me a minute, because I knew I was finna shoot this content and I wanted to just bring it to you. So that's that portion. Hopefully that helps you. You can hit me up personally if you need. So we're going to go ahead and phase forward and get into my game room, where it's a little messy, but we're going to talk about some more. All right. So yes, I got myself a second 55-inch LG C2 OLED, and I'm very excited. Today, I had an opportunity to buy that TV in either 42 or 48 inch, the C2 being that TV. It was not too long ago that I purchased my second 48 inch C1, and I absolutely love this thing on the desk. This desk is wider than the desk that I have in my game room. We'll go in there in a second. If you've been following the content, I'm sure you've seen it. I love the 55 inch. I like the brightness. I like everything that it has to offer. So this was a strategic decision, right? Having the opportunity to pick up either of the three TVs, saying that I was going to get the 55 inch, plus the price that I got it for was just, man, it's too good, right? Not even going to talk about that. It was just a good price, right? So yeah, I got that coming. So going to be saying goodbye to the 48 inch C1. It's been a great TV, and I'm going to continue telling you guys, C1 is a badass TV. It is a badass TV, man. Like, you cannot go wrong in any shape, form, or fashion picking up a C1. It doesn't matter if it's in 48 inch, 55 inch, 65, 77, 83. It's a sweet situation, and it's going to give you pretty much everything that you would need, right? I do happen to be one of those types that wants to upgrade, and because these are gaming setups, like this is an R9 with 3090 in this Corsair 7000D case, I want to have the best of the best that I can have on it from a gaming perspective. Now, with my 55 inch, I'm not planning on upgrading these at all. I'm talking about these are going to be sitting on the desk for like 3 to 5 years, realistically. So I'm not going to be jumping every year buying a new OLED for every year. But right now, where the technology is, it's got a credible game optimizer. It's the size that I want, because my desk orientation is going to change at some point. It's got the size that I want, right? It's got the level of peak brightness. It's got the color opportunity. So the out of the box colors, not even concerned about that. But me doing my own soft calibrations, it's giving me the visuals that I personally need. So the 55 inch is bar none just perfect. Plus, in thinking about getting a 42 inch today, I started reading some shaky shit about lottery panels and, you know what I'm saying, Q2 them coming out with different panels. I don't want to even deal with none of that. I already copped the 55 inch, so I'm doubling up getting that too. So yes, this Wednesday, we're gonna have a second 55-inch C2 to the channel. So it's gonna be another unboxing and more content talking about it, right? So I got a couple other things that I wanna share with you guys, but yeah, it's not such a bad thing to upgrade if you can afford it and if you know why you're upgrading. So let's go into my room. We're gonna talk in a second. All right, man, so we in my sweet spot. It's a little messy in here, so I gotta get some things cleaned up. Like I said, took the last couple of days off because I had some behind the scenes things that I was getting worked on, and I've been paying attention to the comments and I've been responding to the comments. So I've been interacting with you guys and keeping myself active on the channel. As I said, I really appreciate it. The comments that y'all leave, the suggestions that y'all leave, it leads to other content, right? And so we do got some other things that I do bring on the channel. It's just that this is the season where the new TV tech comes out, and then I happen to be biased towards the LG side because I'm so infatuated with the gaming, and then it does such a good job with movies. It just works out for me. So until another company goes to provide me with what I need, you know, it's going to be OLED season for me this time every year, right? But with that being said, if you didn't happen to see my video from the other day when I was explaining the one issue that it doesn't appear that LG has fixed with the C2 within the game optimizer, it's really going to talk about the refresh rate or the frame rate counter not being accurate totally to the consoles, right? And it still feels like I took a lot of time to make that video in terms of talking. I had one guy told me I was talking too much, and you know, I'm not gonna listen to that because I specifically said I was getting my point across so people wouldn't question if the issue was fixed or if it was just me being dumbfounded. Like, the problem is not been addressed anywhere, right? And so I had a couple of people that left some very, very logical theories because none of it is definitive. None of it has been scripted and written down and posted to like LG or from their perspective. So I just don't know. I just thought that it would be meaningful to present that content because I know like nobody talks about that stuff. When it came out with the game optimizer, nobody talked about it. There was several videos where people were making the content talking about game optimizer, but I'm like, damn, me being a PC gamer, I'm like, I like the feature and it works on PC how it's supposed to work. On consoles, it doesn't. So I don't know, but I will tell you, I had one person that left a comment talking about Elgato having a capture card, the HD60X, and I went and picked that up. I'm not even gonna lie, I can't remember your name. Right now, there's just too many comments. I try to answer and then I clear them out, so I don't even know your name. I don't know at what point in the video you left the comment, but I want you to know that based on your recommendation or your mention, I did some research and boom, I picked up another capture card. One of the things that I said in that video, and if I didn't card it in, I'll card it in now. You can watch it. One of the mentions that I had was that there are no capture cards that can provide like variable refresh rate, G-Sync, you know, and yada, yada, yada. Well, there is one that actually does provide VRR. So even though this box says that it's optimized for PS5 and Xbox, not really sure, right? Because yeah, I don't know. Looking at it, you still doesn't pass through, as in let you see 4K at 120 frames per second, which again, I'll card in a video where I explain why I'm personally over 4K at 120 frames per second for consoles. It's just not there. It's just not there, man. It's not there. I can achieve that in several games on PC with my configuration. It's a 12 Gen i9 9900K, or yeah, 12900K, I'm sorry, with an RTX 3090. I can achieve 4K on Resident Evil, on a ton of different games, but with console, it just doesn't seem to be something that's worth looking forward to. So this capture card does pass through 4K 60. It does pass through QHD at 144 hertz, which my current capture card that's internal in my build does do for me. So I don't know, but I'm gonna open this thing up, test it out, see if it works for me. But I just want to let you guys know I do really appreciate the support on the videos, whether you know me or you don't know me. You take the time to watch, take the time to like. I am very grateful. So I'm going to start shooting some content so I can keep you guys flooded through the week. If you got any questions, leave them in the comments. If you got any suggestions, leave them in the comments. Please like the video, share the video. Go ahead, check out some of the other stuff that's out there. As I always say, man, max love.